Hi, Mark. Here, Thursday, December the 18th. It's 9:25 a.m. Eastern, 2:25 p.m. GMT. US session well underway. Let's have a look at the performance of the US dollar. US dollar started off strong, and at 8:30 a.m. Eastern was the CPI numbers. Numbers came in lower than consensus, soft numbers, and that saw the US dollar being sold off. So a bit of a change and turnaround. For now, sitting in the middle of that range, I've got 97.81 support. I've got 98.20 resistance. Yesterday, US dollar index did stage some kind of a fight back. Let's zoom in on the hourly. And there you can see was looking good again, US dollar strong. There's the big sell-off following the CPI numbers, but US dollar fighting its way back now, looking back up at this resistance level. If not able to maintain, and it's a continuation of dollar weakness, sellers will be looking down at this 97.81 support level. Let's have a look at the majors. The euro against the US. US started strong. This was a solid red candlestick selling euro, buying US, but bounced up after the weak numbers, left this wick behind, sitting pretty much in the middle of the range, close to yesterday's close. I've got support at 117.12. I've got resistance at 117.63. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see the bounce up. That was dollar weakness, but US dollar fighting its way back. Red candlestick. Look, sellers will be looking down at this support level. Buy euro, selling US dollar would be looking up at the 117.63 resistance level. Let's have a look at the pound. There's the daily. Bit of a different picture. Pound maintaining against the US dollar. US dollar not really fighting back the way it is against the euro. I've got support at 133.42. I've got resistance at 134.47. About 100 pip range already. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see there's the strong pound against the US dollar. There's a fight back by the US. You can see that now off this resistance level. Sellers of pound, buyers of US dollar strength would be looking down at this support level. A continuation of buying pound, selling US dollar weakness would be looking up at the resistance 134.47. Let's have a look at the US against the yen. There you see the sell-off. Pound started off strong against the yen, 155.39 support, 155.99, almost 156. And then sellers did step in, sellers of US. We'll see that on the hourly. There you can see sellers did step in a few hours ago through the European session. That's been continued, and sellers looking down at this 155.35 support level, tough support level. If US dollar buyers do step in, if the US dollar can bounce back against the yen, it'll be off this support level and area, and we'll be looking back up at this 156 on the upside. Let's have a look at the US dollar against the Canadian. There you can see sitting pretty much at yesterday's close. High is 137.95, just below the 138 level. I've got support at 137.61, roughly a 30 pip range. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you can see US dollar was putting in a good run against the Canadian. Big sell-off following the CPI numbers all the way down, and now sitting at the 137.77. Buyers of US, sellers of Canadian. If US dollar can bounce back and some strength continue where it started earlier, we'll be looking up at this $1.38 level. Sellers of US buys of Canadian strength, dollar weakness, will be looking down at the 137.63 support area. So we've got very relevant support and resistance levels to work with. US dollar did start strong pretty much against the board. We saw it on the index and then gave up most of those gains following weak CPI numbers, and US dollar trying to find its way back now. We'll see whether that can be maintained or if it's done a weakness. We've got our resistance support levels to work with. Good trading.